loud. A hearty JAHJAH Foundation greetings to you all. My name is Delta Wright, and I'm the Sponsorship and Communications Coordinator with the JAHJAH Foundation. I am a Jamaican living in Jamaica, and I'm also a lecturer by profession. So what does this say? It means that you don't have to be a medical professional to volunteer with the JAHJAH Foundation nor living overseas. Great. So I'll be your MC for today. Now that everyone knows who I am, I'd like to specially welcome Mr. Cephas, who is the Executive Director of Health for the Wellness Foundation, Mr. Cephas. Dr. Trevor Dixon, our CEO for the JAHJAH Foundation. Mrs. Colleen Robinson-Kobler, who is the Assistant Director, Nursing Quality and Professional Practice at the Montefiorre Medical Center. I'm sure everyone knows why we're here this morning, and there's some 12 hospitals across the island who are very elated as well. We're here to donate over $2 million Jamaican dollars in value of bi-level positive airway pressure, abbreviated BIPAP machines. I'd like to welcome Dr. Terry Baker, who is the Senior Medical Officer of the National Chest Hospital, to give greetings. Dr. Baker?
Good morning, everyone. Dr. Gardner and I have been having seemingly out-of-body experiences and changing. Anything is possible, and the JAHJAH Foundation has proven so. So I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize Dr. Trevor Dixon, the CEO of the JAHJAH Foundation, Mrs. Robinson-Kobler, who, as we heard, is the Assistant Director of Nursing Quality and Professional Practice, who spearheaded, along with Dr. Dixon, the donation of these BIPAP machines. I'd like to recognize the Ministry of Health and Wellness here in Jamaica through the Executive Director, Mr. Courtney Cephas. And for those of us who have been here, the other volunteers of the JAHJAH Foundation or visitors from overseas as well. And of course, all of us who are here from representing different hospitals. Dr. Wendy Gardner, who is the government all-head island senior anesthesiologist responsible for all of the islands here. Welcome. It is with great pleasure that I am here, both in my capacity of a senior medical officer of a government institution, National Chest Hospital, and I dare say I'm speaking on behalf of the other SMOs island-wide whose institutions are set to benefit from the donation of these machines. I'm also a pulmonologist. The program has me under another specialty as a pulmonologist, but I'm actually a pulmonologist and an internist. So understandably, when the bi-level positive airway pressure machines were to be donated, I was jumping for joy, both in my capacity as an internist pulmonologist and as a senior medical officer. I distinctly remember receiving the letter in my email, and I read it 3 times. I'm like, is this for real? Who is Dr. Dixon? And I will confess that I did not know about the JAHJAH Foundation, which is quite unfortunate on my part. But then the various connections were made, and we are certainly elated, we are ecstatic, and we are very grateful to Mrs. Kobler, to Dr. Dixon, and the JAHJAH Foundation for recognizing the need that we have here in Jamaica and the potential benefit of our using these machines. BIPAP machines have been used for many years, and we use it primarily, yes, for patients who may have respiratory illnesses who we may want to tide over. Some persons are on it short term, some persons are on it long term. But it has gone beyond the realm of just respiratory illnesses. We also use it for patients who have underlying heart failure, for example. And it has proven to assist patients from requiring ICU admission without compromising their care. And ICU spaces are few, exactly. And it's not just, we're not unique here in Jamaica in the lack of an ICU bed, lack of ICU trained staff, right? So this is worldwide. So when we have machines that we can assist our patients without adding a further burden to the ICU, of course, as healthcare professionals, we are extremely ecstatic and extremely grateful. So I'd like to once again recognize the JAHJAH Foundation. I'd like to recognize Dr. Dixon for insisting that the machines be donated to hospitals across the country. And this is too because there's no magic in using a BIPAP machine, meaning you don't have to be an intensivist, you don't have to be a pulmonologist, you don't have to be an anesthesiologist to use a BIPAP machine. Yes, you need to be trained to use it and to use it appropriately. And again, the JAHJAH Foundation has recognized such and arranged a training session for all of us. So you're not here to hear me, you're here to receive the machine. So let me just end here. Let me recognize the team again and say a big thank you. And I say so, as I said before, in my capacity as SMO of the only respiratory hospital this side of the world, and definitely in Jamaica, as a plug for us there, but also thanks on behalf of all the hospitals that are to benefit. Thank you.
Dr. Baker spoke of the extreme shortage of critical care beds in the island. I will take it a little further by telling you how extreme it is. So let's start at looking at critical care beds available in other countries. So Trinidad has about 5 per 100,000 population. The UK has about 10 per 100,000 population. The US has somewhere between 18 and 20 per 100,000 population. Germany has 35 per 100,000 population. And Jamaica, with all our critical care beds up and running, have about 1. And when some are down, we go below 1. So it shows the extreme shortage of intensive care for patients who are critically ill. And as Dr. Baker said, these machines will keep a lot of patients from going on to requiring invasive ventilation and an ICU setting. So I don't know if Mrs. Kobler or Dr. Dixon recognize just how timely, how important, how significant this gift is to us this morning. So I am just extremely happy to be here, extremely happy to have you here, and I want all of us to just say big up.
Dr. Baker and Dr. Gardner have visited also on behalf of the Kingston Public Hospital and all other hospitals, St. Anthony Hospital, Corner Regional, Princess Margaret, Percy Jr., Spanish Town Hospital, Summer Hospital, all these hospitals. We want to extend greetings to our guests. Particular thanks to Mrs. Colleen Robinson Kobler for her generosity and her thoughtfulness, the JAHJAH Foundation, and the host of volunteers that make this occasion possible. This has been going on for over 13 years now, believe it or not. And when Trevor and I started ultrasound, where we did our first one? Right, and then we went to Corner Regional in a little annex. Corner Regional area has not changed at all, it's still jammed up, I think, but we're not the annex there. And then that expanded into what we're doing today, training 30 physicians in where it's ultrasound. Alright, plus the donations. The need for BIPAP machines can be understated and will go a long way in the management of patients who present with acute respiratory illnesses to our emergency room daily. We treat probably 300 asthmatics per month in our AIM department. Gladly, only a few require ICU admissions per month, but I'm sure the BIPAP machines will even decrease the number of patients who require ICU admissions. So once again, thank you for being here, and hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Good morning. I don't think it's too late for me to also wish everyone a happy new year. And let me give a warm welcome. I'm going to ask if everyone could stand, and just for two reasons. One, Jamaica moves, we'll exercise, and two, stand and give a warm welcome to the JAHJAH mission team that's not here right now, but doing a great job. I want to give As was said, all protocol observed. I would like to especially recognize Dr. Trevor Dixon, Dr. Terry Baker, Dr. Wendy Gardner, Dr. Wong, and Ms. Colleen Hope. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the invitation to be here to celebrate this occasion of great giving by the JAHJAH Foundation, who under the leadership of Dr. Dixon. My name is Courtney Cephas, and I'm the head of the Health for Life and Wellness Foundation. That's the non-profit arm that is responsible for all philanthropic giving to the public health sector in Jamaica. So all donations of goods, tangible goods, in-kind services, health missions, and the catalyzation of programs to solve problems in the health sector. Programs like the Adopted Clinic program that identified over 100 clinics, and we look to solve their needs in the area of infrastructure repairs, clinical equipment, and office and furniture equipment. All the things that's necessary for these facilities to continue their service to the public health sector. Now, on behalf of the Ministry of Health and Wellness and Honorable Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton, we'd like to thank the JAHJAH Foundation for its presence this week in its 13th annual mission. We'd like to thank the JAHJAH Foundation for its sustained commitment to serving and enhancing the public health sector. And also, for this occasion, we'd like to thank them for the donation of 14 BIPAP machines to benefit 12 health facilities. And I think it was said those machines total $2 million, which is quite a bit. The hospitals to benefit: Black River, Spanish Town, Cornwall Regional, KPH, Maypen, Mandeville, Percy Jr., St. Anne Bay, Falmouth, Prince Margaret, Savlamar, and National Chess Clinic. All right. Big thanks also to the Montefiorre Medical Center, who is Colleen Kobler, and her team is responsible for collaboration with JAHJAH Foundation to make this happen. Annually, we receive approximately US $10 million in donations and missions to Jamaica. That equates to, in terms of mission, over 200 plus missions that come to the island. When I assumed responsibility for the foundation in August 2018, there's one organization that somehow stood out among all the organizations on the donation, and that organization is the JAHJAH Foundation. I'm not sure if it's the name that just brings out the tongue nicely, JAHJAH Foundation, and which really and truly its name spells out exactly what the organization is about. Jamaicans abroad, helping Jamaicans at home. So nice. Is it the simple fact that the organization in its work has been so impactful given the many things that it is involved in. Health missions, 13th year that it's here now doing donations of equipment, service to the education sector. There are schools that they have adopted, multi-partnerships that they have been engaged in Jamaica, the Negril Rotary Club, Negril Chamber of Commerce, the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, and special projects that I know they're doing and I'm working with them on. The dental suite, for example, Negril Health Center. They're doing a wonderful job in putting a dental suite, outfitting a 40-foot container there, and great work is going on there. And also tremendous infrastructure improvement that's done at the Ulster Spring Health Center. Once again, tremendous amount of work for JAHJAH, and I'd like to thank them for all the work that they're doing. Thanks to the JAHJAH Foundation for today's donation of the BIPAP machines and for their relentless giving to the people of Jamaica. We look forward to even closer collaboration with the JAHJAH Foundation going forward. The doctor training program, they're doing so much already. I'm going to make sure that they are recognized inside of that program. Let's give the JAHJAH Foundation.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Colleen Robinson Copa, and if I appear nervous, it's because Dr. Dixon just told me this morning I had to give a small speech. Okay? As you can tell by my beautiful accent, I'm Jamaican. And I migrated to the United States when I was 12 years old, but I come back every year to maintain my roots and to be a part of the Jamaican culture. On behalf of the Montefiorre Medical Center, it has been our pleasure in partnering with the JAHJAH Foundation by donating these BIPAP machines. At this time, I would like to thank and acknowledge Dr. Philip Oswald, Dr. Peter Sanchak, Randy Rubin, and Abraham Seela in making this journey possible. It is part of Montefiore's mission to provide the very best in patient care. We hope by donating these BIPAP machines to the hospitals in Jamaica that they will utilize it in providing excellent and safe patient care. I would also like to thank our respiratory therapist, Mr. Michael Campbell, in coming to be a part of the JAHJAH Foundation. Can you please stand? In training the staff here in Jamaica in how to use the BIPAP machine. We hope that Montefiorre Medical Center will be able to assist in other areas in the medical field in Jamaica in providing excellent and safe patient care. On behalf of Montefiorre Medical Center, I would like to thank you all for having me here.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
I think I'm supposed to say like all protocols have been observed. But I really want to say a special thank you. You know, as I look around in this room, there's a lot of stories in this room. Many of you know me, and you might be surprised to know that I don't like attention. I do what I have to do because I know I have to do it, but I don't really like the spotlight on me, so to speak. I want to recognize Ms. Colleen Robinson Kobla, Dr. Hugh Wong, Dr. Wendy Gardner, Dr. Terry Baker, Mr. Courtney Cephas, Executive Director of the Health and Wellness Foundation of the Ministry of Health, CIRA, the Southeast Regional Health Authority, distinguished guest, Sonia Copeland, who is just a little bit late. Thank you for being here. Claudia Powell from the Jamaica Health Task Force. Distinguished members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, Power 106, Deborah Malcolm, who just walked in the room. It is with great pleasure that we are all gathered here at the JAHJAH Foundation, handing over presentation of these critical devices to the leadership and representatives of the 12 public hospitals. Mr. Cephas was nice enough to give you a list of hospitals that will be receiving these vital machines. The JAHJAH Foundation has continuously worked with the leadership of many of these noble institutions, primarily through partnerships with the leadership at the Kingston Public Hospital. As a result, we have gained great insights of the functions of the many public hospitals throughout the island. As Dr. Wong once noted, I'm a country boy from Kingston and Manchester who seems to have no connection to KPH. However, as physicians, you know, we are intelligent enough to know that KPH is the mecca, not only for Jamaica, but for the English-speaking Caribbean. It was that public-private partnership that was formed between KPH, the A&E department, and the JAHJAH Foundation that allowed not only the passage of much-needed medical equipment to public hospitals throughout the island, but also the sharing and passing of knowledge and skills through our annual ultrasound conference, now in its 13th year. I mention this not to brag or to toot my own horn, but to say what can be possible when there is trust and understanding between two individuals leading two institutions for 13 years. Dr. Wong and myself has trained over 250 physicians in emergency critical care ultrasound. Some of our first students are here today. This can be the beginning of something great. Through similar partnership, the members of the diaspora can be more than just donors. We can be true partners as we all want to see a healthy, safe, and productive Jamaica. This is again evident in our partnership with the Montefiorre Medical Care team. I want to thank the Montefiorre team who saw the JAHJAH Foundation as an organization that could deliver on its promise in getting these machines to those who need it most. And although there may be others who feel they are left out of these donations, I encourage you to support the JAHJAH Foundation and other charitable organizations in the diaspora who have proven track record of doing their best for Jamaica. These machines will literally be a breath of fresh air. I want to thank all our sponsors and supporters. A special thanks to the team at the Trans-Carib Shipping in New Jersey, who store these machines for us while we're able to raise the funds to ship them to Jamaica. We at the JAHJAH Foundation need your support because, as we say, we get by with a little help from our friends. One love from the JAHJAH Foundation. Thank you.
Basically what the BIPAP machine does, it's a two positive, so you have bi, so BI means two, and then PAP is positive airway pressure. So basically what it does is, if you think of the diaphragm, everybody here can breathe, can everybody here take a deep breath? And how easy was that?